Hello guys, I hope you've had great celebrations with your families, or even if you spent the celebrations alone, that you still had a great time. Sometimes being in a family environment can be so positive, but for some people their families can be toxic, and yeah, sometimes they have to spend Christmas celebrations alone or at the end of the year alone, and I'm sending you all my love. Anyway, we are here today because I wanted to film a 2023 favorites. So it's going to be about many different categories and topics that can be very random and varied. Let's begin with perfumes. This year I have been particularly obsessed with the Black Opium perfume, the intense extreme version. I've never really smelt the scent of the normal Black Opium perfume, but this one is an obsession of mine. I do feel like a femme fatale when I wear it. It makes me feel so powerful, and yeah, I love the scent of coffee in it. Coffee is something that I love, so the scent of this perfume is divine to me. Another perfume that I loved wearing, but more recently though, was or has been this perfume that is named Sublissime, and it's from the brand Adopt. It's an affordable French brand. It was made in France, yeah, with I'm looking at the ingredients to see whether or not they are bad, but I'm not a connoisseur of perfumes and skincare, so I can't tell. Actually, I own the small version of this, and I began using that perfume with the small version. I couldn't describe to you what it smells like, but again, it's a powerful smell, and it's yeah, very sexy to me. It holds onto your skin for a while when you wear it. It's not that expensive again. This format is like around 20 euros or something, and the small version is about 11 or 12 euros, not sure, can't remember. This perfume has glitter in it. I don't know if you can tell. Perhaps you can see in this light. Yeah. I've not yet used the big version, but once the small one is finished, I'm gonna dig into that one. And actually I prefer wearing that when I go to my current works, because I have 2 jobs. I'm preferring that perfume instead of the Black Opium one, because obviously that one is more expensive and this one is cheaper. So because I'm a perfume lover and I spray a lot of perfume on, the perfumes are empty quickly. So for the moment, on a daily basis, I'm all prompt to wear cheaper perfumes like this one that smell good. The first book I wanted to talk about is The Hunger Games, the first one. You may know that book and that trilogy. They are very famous in the book world. Long story short, I've grown up with dystopian teen movies and books. I immediately jumped on that train and was obsessed with this genre of movie and books. The Hunger Games are books that are special to me. A long time ago I got the French version of these, obviously when I could not understand any word in English, basically. I bought that version 1 or 2 years ago. If you've watched the previous video that I posted, you know that this year I've been very bad at reading in any way, but I got motivated to start rereading that book again in English, in the original version. That book and that trilogy in general is the starting point of my obsession for dystopian societies. In fact, in my pile of books to read, I have many dystopian novels. I love watching dystopian movies. I love dystopian video games like Bioshock. Yeah, most of my interests gather around dystopian fictions. The second kind of book I wanted to talk about is this one, which is in French, but I'm sure that you can find equivalents in your language. Basically, this is a notebook in which you can write every day. You have all the days of the year, and for each day you have one different question. So for the 1st of January, you have what's your goal in your life. Basically, have each day a different question, and you have to answer to these questions 5 years in a row. So in 2024, I'm going to complete this space, and the next years as well. I'm going to complete this blank spaces. It was not that expensive, and in my opinion, it's a great way to start journaling and to be journaling. It's not too ambitious, and yeah, it's not a commitment to make. It's like, I do think that it's a commitment to make, but it's not time consuming, as you only have to write 1 or 2 sentences each day, and your answers can be very short, so it's not too big of a commitment. But to be honest, I've been really bad at filling it in the past months. Again, if you watched the previous video that I posted, you might know that I've been really bad at doing anything related to my happiness and to my inner fulfillment. It can be a reason why I abandoned that notebook, like in September or something. But in the next days, I'm going to make sure to complete the days that I missed and to continue writing in that notebook. Now, when it comes to movies, that year one movie particularly stood out to me, and it has been the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It's a movie that came out in the late 2023. As you know, that movie that is inspired from the book is intertwined with the Hunger Games trilogy and is a prequel. And now you know me, I'm obsessed with dystopian fictions. It was obvious that I would love the movie, even if it was very long to digest. The actors were great, and it was insane to discover the roots, or at least some of the roots of the Hunger Games, and how they were created and why they evolved that way. Yeah, I cannot wait to watch that movie again. Now, a video game that I particularly enjoyed playing to this year has been The Last of Us, but the first game. In the past, when I was younger, I watched the Let's Plays of PewDiePie, and I think I also watched the Let's Play of Jacksepticeye, and it's always been a game that caught my interest and my curiosity. But I used to be anxious at the idea of playing to the game because I was very scared by the zombies and by the atmosphere. But the storytelling is so great, and the characters are they are imperfect in their own way and perfect in their own way. I knew I had to play to that game at some point of my life. And one of my best friends actually is obsessed with The Last of Us. And she's also one of the reasons why I decided to try and play to the game. I'm going to talk about the content creators that I loved following this year. Starting with YouTube, I have continued being obsessed with Jacksepticeye, but more particularly his Let's Plays on indie games or indie horror games. It's something that I love doing, watching and rewatching his old Let's Plays on these kind of games. I love the vibe of these games, I don't know why. And on the same topic, I have been watching a lot Gab Smolders, who is Sean's girlfriend, and she has been posting gameplays for a while, and I only discovered her channel I'd say in the beginning of the year or in the middle of the year, and once again I have been loving her Let's Plays on horror games or indie horror games or indie games in general, and she's very soothing. She has a very soothing voice. Different content creators I have loved have been Sophie Floyd, who is a British girl. She's very good at makeup and she has a very soothing voice again. She's a very interesting person and she's very stylish. I'd love to be tattooed by her one day. It's actually one of my goals for this year, to travel abroad, to go to England, to Brighton, to be tattooed by her. Another girl related to the booty sphere is Frankiedarling. She's very active on TikTok and she's also on Instagram as well. I don't know why I put her in the YouTube category. Yeah, it was a mistake, but she's such an interesting makeup artist, I'd say. She does looks that we don't see everywhere and are quite unusual. Her makeup looks and style is totally up my street. Sorry if I'm constantly looking down, but my cat is on my lap. He's having the best time of his life. A different kind of YouTube creator that I loved is Ferris. He mostly does vlogs and is such a comforting human being. And obviously I have been obsessed with Zoe and Alfie. I'm sure that you know them. Post a lot of vlogs and mostly vlogs. This year has been special because obviously they have their daughter to take care of, and it's been interesting to see how they raise her and how they talk to her. Now for TikTok, I have been closely following some French creators like Lauratravelbook, who is a very sweet girl who is good at watercolor, and it's her job to do watercolors and illustrations. She has such a good vibe and is so soothing and so inspiring. Another calming creator would be, what's his name again? Superlumos. He's a guy who does vlogs and posts recipes, and he also posts on YouTube. Otherwise, I have recently been watching Louissczn TikToks. It's very funny, it's down to earth. I actually identify to what he says when he talks about anxiety and stuff like that. He's been very good at trying coffees, and yeah, I don't know why I've been loving watching his coffee videos or his too good to go videos. Oh. Now, a completely different kind of content would be the fitness content. As you might know, I have tried this year to be consistent when it comes to workouts, and one way to do that was being inspired by fitness influencers for workout splits or ideas of exercises. One of my goals is to be a muscle mommy, and there were two girls that have been inspiring me. These two girls are Katecraig, and there's another Kate, but I can't remember her last name. I put it on the screen. For skincare and self-care this year, I have been loving things with lavender in it. For instance, the lavender essential oils that I rub on my wrists before I go to sleep, or that I rub on my neck before I go to sleep as well. I love the essential oil. Very relaxing, and I love the lavender smell. Yeah, there's nothing else to say. And one of my greatest discoveries this year has been that body cream that I mainly use on my face. I'm not sure that it's the correct way to use it, but the scent is so good that I could not avoid applying it all over my face. As you can see, it's very much half empty, I'd say. Oh, it smells so good. There's something about lavender that I cannot explain, but oh, now I have the video of Tom Holland in my head.
I can't really explain it.
I haven't got the words.
I haven't got the words.
The Body Shop is a cruelty-free brand that has an important part of their products that are vegan. So it's something that I stand for. I guess I can put it in that skincare and self-care category, but this is a full size of the Louissczn almond shower oil, and this is a reusable container, so basically I can go back to the store and ask for a refill in that container. If you don't know Louissczn, it is a French brand, but it's not that affordable, unfortunately. Some of their products are so unique and iconic that you can't avoid them. The shower oil is good to pre-moisturize your skin while you shower. Yeah, and the almond scent is very sweet as well, and very soothing and calming. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about the accessories and hair accessories that I loved wearing this year. So let me get them. I have discovered the maxi scrunchie during this year because they have been trendy, and I usually don't follow trends. However, this trend has caught my eye, so I bought two maxi scrunchies on Vinted from a small French business, and I put the name of that account on the screen. In fact, I'm wearing one of the two scrunchies that I bought now. This one is more silvery, and this one has more of a yellowy, goldy colour. If you've watched my summer wardrobe essentials, you know that one of my favorite hair accessories this year has been the elastic headbands, and I own many of those. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them in different colors and shapes. This one is more of a ripped fabric, and this one was made by my mom. Otherwise, 2 of them I bought on ASOS. They're brand new. I'm sorry, I'm guilty. And these 2, I can't remember where I got them, but my mom gave them to me. Otherwise, I have also loved wearing the heart headbands. These were not secondhand, unfortunately, because it was very hard finding headbands on Vinted. I bought that one quite recently with teeny tiny golden balls on it. It's from Sostrene Grene, and I bought that one in H&M. It's a large heart headband. So that's it for my 2023 favourites. I decided not to include a music category because that video would have been too long. I'm sure that you have enough of my long videos, long chatty videos. I wish you a great end of the year. I hope you're going to have a resourceful New Year's Eve, whether you're with family or friends or alone. And please don't put too much pressure on your shoulders. Yeah, honestly, we are too small in this universe to care about things. Yeah. So I'll see you in a future video next year. Goodbye.